All right, where did Emily go? I hear noises and I see a shadowy figure.
I'm in the tunnel!
Do you want to come out here and actually help us work?
No, I want to play in the tunnel. Secret tunnel, secret tunnel.
No, let's work.
Oh, okay. Building update number whatever we're on.
Yeah, I don't know if we've been keeping that up to date.
I don't know. Decorating part 2.
There we go.
Well, today is full of sand painting the enclosures, and actually has been the main goal for the last 3 days. So let's check in, buddy. We've got Lyra in the monitor exhibit, sand painting the siding back here. And wow, yeah, you can't even tell. It's just gone. And then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take black paint and put another coat of it on top just to clean everything up once the sand painting is done. Oh, that's right. And today we started using new little paintbrushes. They've been amazing. I think, right? They're helping, right?
Oh yeah, there's a big difference.
Good, okay, I'm glad those are coming in handy. And over here, we've got Amanda finishing up the future, I think a blue tree monitor enclosure we might turn this into. That looks awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, and then over here, we've got Lyra. Wait, weren't you over there? And we've got Lavana over here working on the Madagascar giant hognose enclosure. Oh, you've got a big seam there to have to cover.
Yeah.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Oh,
I wonder if they just cut that a little short and so they had to patch it up with another strip.
They might have, but that side is all done. Well, except for then you could foam the top.
That looks beautiful. And the grinder started up again, so I think I'll end this clip now. Dad, are you in the tunnel?
Yeah.
Does it work?
It works.
All right, well, if you can fit in it, then I think anyone would be able to.
Started getting up.
Were you able to look through and see?
Let me go back.
Yeah, let's see how it looks. I just think it's funny putting him in the tunnel. Oh yeah, look at you. Now just imagine an alligator in between us. I like how that was the first thing he did was crawl in the tunnel. Yep, and here he comes. Good job, Dad.
This is the hard part.
Coming out. Out here we have probably the most random task going on. My dad and sister are working on painting some of the ceiling tiles green to match the Snake Discovery logo green. Krista, why don't you have shoes on?
I didn't want them to get dirty.
Okay, that's fair. So what's the system here that you've discovered?
We paint. Krista gets the new one.
Wow, you do have a system down. So these are gonna be in retail. Once they dry, we're gonna have like 25% green tiles that are Snake Discovery green, 75% black tiles, and it's all just gonna be randomly scattered in the ceiling of the retail. So yeah, you guys are doing great. This looks awesome.
We're rocking.
I think Paul is a little too small for this enclosure. We should probably upgrade him.
I can fit.
Can you? Yeah, you fit well enough. All right, we'll call it good. Oh, there's Vicky in the little box. It's a perfect size habitat for you.
Yeah, I can look at it.
Ed in the medium box.
I demand bigger.
You demand bigger. Yeah, good luck. I'm sitting here editing in the facility on a table and my lovely Universal Rocks stool or chair, but behind me, what I can see. If they get hurt, it's not my fault. Well, what happened? You guys stopped working. Oh, that's what you were doing. Wow. Okay, I'll just leave you be then.
So, Emily did it again. She climbed up really high, so I put the ladder over here.
Thanks. This
Jump.
one I definitely can't get down from.
I believe in you. Here, I'll get you another ladder.
That's not gonna do anything. I'll just chill up here. It's okay.
Yeah, you could sleep up there.
I mean, I could.
She's disappearing.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Emily.
Today we have Taylor in the little box at the end. You don't even fit completely. He's working on foaming. And over here we have Nathan, who's working on the next step, which is painting the outer rims of all of the doors black. That way, when we have this paneling up, and you can see maybe a little plywood, we're planning on filling this anyway, but just in case we miss a little section, it'll be black behind it so it won't be as noticeable. So yeah, that's looking awesome. We're gonna paint where the glass is gonna slide here, along with a buffer of about 4 inches just for that paneling. Okay, our friend Mandy spent like 3 hours, maybe even longer, in this enclosure doing all the sand painting to hide the seam. Oh my gosh, she did such a good job. This background is made of 2 panels. Try to find where they connect. Give you a few seconds. And they connect right here, but you can barely tell. She took the knife and she carved the foam to match the shape of the rock on the other side. Like, that's just incredible. Mandy, you are awesome at this. What is going on in the garter snake exhibit?
Go away.
But I have Girl Scout cookies.
No, you don't.
Want mint for pillow?
What are you doing?
Giving a paintbrush a haircut.
Why?
Well, when we're sand painting, the M1 sticks and kind of globs onto the end of the paintbrush, so every so often you just have to cut it. And this way, instead of getting a new paintbrush, you can reuse the old one like 4 or 5 times. But the only problem is
You got really short paintbrushes now.
they get shorter and shorter and shorter. But they last longer for sand painting.
That's good. How many paintbrushes do we have left?
3 new ones.
Oh. All right, we might need to invest in some new paintbrushes.
I think we started with a box of 12.
Ooh. And we still have
Yeah.
a lot of unfinished cages over there.
Yeah.
Those ones are all looking, well, not those 2, but those 6 are looking good. And those ones all look good.
And now they'll last longer. Look at that.
True.
So that's what I'm doing.
All right, well, I will leave you to cutting your paintbrushes,
Okay. I was a hairdresser at heart, I guess.
apparently.
So here we are, day 5 of the snake discovery build. Lots going on. But where's Emily and Ed? Guys, where are they? Can't see them anywhere. Uh-oh. Emily. Emily, wake up. Uh-oh. Ed. I think we worked them a little too hard, guys. So, I guess I'm the new host of Snake Discovery.
Well, Paul and I just organized all of the rocks and the water dishes and the tree decor that we got from Universal Rocks. So now what we're going to do is decide what is going to go in each enclosure. And I think we should probably start with Rex's enclosure. Okay, we are having difficulties with the Vietnamese Blue Beauty rat snake enclosure. We want that temple theme and like the ruins theme, but we don't quite know how to execute this with the bricks. So, what are you thinking?
I don't know, you just got to keep playing around until it looks good, and then once we get to a point where we love it, then that'll be it.
Okay, I guess we'll play around with the bricks. Oh man, this is what Lyra and Paul and myself, mostly those 2 though, came up with, and that looks incredible. Wow, we have the perfect like fallen look to the Buddha and the bricks scattered perfectly. Oh guys, you made it look like there was a wall here that fell down and landed over there. That's awesome. Thank you for doing that.
Anytime.
What I really like about this and what they did is that there are so many platforms and ramps for the blue beauties to climb up and bask on, and like they can chill way up there or way over here. They're gonna love this too. Well, it's like after midnight. Should we go home?
I guess. Have you seen Paul? I mean, I haven't seen him for like an hour or two.
Where is Paul?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no. I think we worked him to death.
Did we just kill Paul?
We were just faking before.
Yeah, we were just faking to get out of it, so he had to do all the work, but I mean, look, he died with a brush in his hand. Well, I mean, I'm sleepy, so do you want to go home?
Let's go to bed.
All right. Good night, Paul.
Today is, what day is it today?
Well, I guess Paul left yesterday and he was here till Saturday. I think it's Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday. Yeah. Why is there a goat in the car?
I mean, I guess don't ask questions. I'll, here. Phil. Hey.
Phil.
Hey, Phil. Oh, happy goat now.
We're so tired.
Yeah.
But we have
It's been a
energy
week.
drinks.
Oh, that might get us through a couple hours.
I think we'll be okay if we have these. And
Should
a goat.
And a goat. And a goat. Should we go chop down trees?
That's right. Oh, today we have to chop down trees to chop into pieces to put into our reptile habitats. Here you go.
Animal
Yeah.
cracker.
So we're going to chop down some trees, cut them to the right size to put in the habitat so we can use some real trees as well, and see how that goes.
Let's go chop down trees. Right, Phil.
Aww. And that's where it leads. Huh. What now? Well, I turned the camera on at just the wrong time. It's coming down in chunks. Oh, look at this. That's such a cool piece that came off of it.
You want it like here?
Yeah, I think if we cut it there, then you have that awesome fork right there, and we could lean this diagonally into the retic enclosure, and they could or the retic could coil up on the fork. And then look at this log that snapped off. It's hollow! We wanted to take this branch because it's so wonky right there, but the mouse has already claimed this one, and he has already gone through enough, like going down with the tree. We still all feel bad for the little guy, so yeah, that is his home. So we came across some really big logs that are just too big for the enclosures, so instead we have them in our fenced-in area right next to the ramp because we're planning on putting picnic tables here in the future. So now we'll also have real tree benches, and they work! And that one's hollow, and it's really cool. So what do you guys think of our awesome new benches?
I mean, they need a little bit of securing, but
Yeah,
they should work.
they're not quite OSHA approved yet.
They'll work. Yeah. You know what we need now, though?
What?
We need like natural-looking tables, like picnic tables that have like the bark on them and stuff like
Oh, to match, yeah, that'd be perfect. I was just thinking like the traditional like wooden 2x4 picnic tables, but if we could find something natural to match, that'd be amazing.
that. I just don't know where you'd get those.
I have no idea where you would get that. We'll have to keep our eyes open.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Okay, it is Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Sunday. We have spent the last 2 days chopping down a couple sugar maple trees and chopping them up, bringing them here because we're going to incorporate real branches and trunk pieces into the enclosures to really pull everything together. So now that we're back here, we're going to wrap things up. I think we have enough for another decorating video. It's probably going to be too long, but that's why we're going to stop it here. But let's show you what we did throughout the week. Thanks to some amazing help from friends and family, which we'll get into later, we were able to allocate water dishes and all the decor that we want to be in each enclosure. We have all sorts of rocks and logs and vines in here now, and Ed was able to attach all of the backdrops to all the enclosures, and we were able to get the rims here painted black. We still have my messed up mural, waiting for the new one to come in. That was my fault. And we have, this one has been foamed. This is what we're going to be working on next week for the next update. It'll be a lot of this. Taking the decor, And now that we know where we want it to go, we're actually going to foam it in place and then carve away the foam to make it, and sand paint it to blend it in so you don't notice it. But that way snakes can't get stuck behind the decorations. So we're going to work on that. We've got Madagascar giant hognoses. I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder. This is going to be a really nice habitat, I think, for the Madagascar giants. We're trying to theme it so, of course, they look like their natural habitats in the wild, but they also are going to make the animals nice and visible, even though they feel secure at the same time. It's kind of a fine line to try to balance and lots of things to incorporate, but...
Yeah, because you don't want to just walk up to an enclosure and go, huh, there's the snake, cool. Huh, there's the other snake, cool. You want to basically go in and be like, yeah, let's set this up a little bit. Like you're behind the glass going, oh, where's the snake at? Where's the snake at? Oh, I can see it right back there. That's so cool.
There'll be like I spies for each one.
Exactly.
Yeah, can't make it too easy. Otherwise, what's the fun in that?
Exactly. Well, no zoo you go to is like, oh, well, just here's the animal center stage. Plus, it's not good for them.
Yeah.
They're stressed out. They're getting stressed out.
Yeah,
all
we
the
want
time,
the animals
so.
to feel secure and have hiding spots, and it might make them a little harder to view, but then it's like you're herping in the zoo.
Exactly.
And they're not going to be like completely non-existent.
No.
You'll be able to find them if you look. We finished, our friend Joe, finished the plywood on the monkey tail exhibits. That's going to be a video all of its own, I think. So we have one enclosure at least that shows start to finish everything that gets done to it for the animals.
Yep.
Chameleon in that one. This is going to be Rex's enclosure. I think that turned out really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, we've got the Burmese python exhibit. And for an albino berm, being bright yellow and white, it's totally going to pop in there.
Oh, yeah.
I think this was your idea, Ed, right? The cave theme?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we're doing with this one, we have the rainforest background, which we're still going to kind of cover up the surrounding, or the white area around it. But then Ed thought...
Well, it just looks like you're kind of, with the greenery on the back, and having these rock walls, it almost looks like you're coming out of a cave to a rainforest.
Yep, so we're going to make this like the opening of a cave into the rainforest. And since it's a cave, we've got stalactites. Total cave effect here. This is going to be awesome. And last but not least, I think, we kind of showed everything.
Yeah, for the most part, we walked around.
Green tree python.
We can't give away everything anyway.
That's true,
so.
that's true. Okay, so just to give you kind of a sneak peek what the next video or update for the next facility update will entail, we're going to be taking all the logs we brought here today and incorporating them into the exhibits. So this is going to be a reticulated python enclosure. We've got a ledge up here because we want to take a really thick log, put it in front of the ledge to create kind of a step and add different heights to some of the enclosures. It was a trick we saw at the Oklahoma City Zoo that looked really cool. I think that covers about everything, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, I think that's plenty for today's video. We got a ton done throughout the week. That's why we had to break this up into 2 sections. But again, we would like to, first of all, tremendously thank our friends and family members who have been here for hours upon hours. Some were here for like 7 hours for 3 days throughout the week. It was insane how much help we had. Specifically, we'd like to thank Amanda and Mandy and Lavana and Nathan and Taylor, Daisy, Ayana, my sister Grace, my dad and my sister Krista, Vicky and Lyra, and those are just the people who helped us out Thursday and Friday during this decorating process. There were so many more that also helped Monday through Wednesday in part 1 of decorating, but yeah, seriously, thank you everyone. We couldn't have done this without you. And last but not least, not only do we want to thank Stuart from Universal Rocks for working with us with our rather large order of rock panels and decorations, which look awesome in here, but we would also very much like to thank Paul with Custom Reptile Habitats. He stayed in Minnesota for the entire week to teach us all of the techniques we need to know in order to build these enclosures. And his creativity is endless. He came up with so many ideas that are now being implemented in these habitats.
Yeah, Paul not only helped us like with the tactics on how to put everything up, but he also stayed here for like 12 to 13 hours with us.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, he was here when we got here, and he would leave when we left at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
5 days in a row. So make sure you go check out Custom Reptile Habitats and see what new things. I know he's always got new things down the line. He was super excited about the 6-foot enclosures that pack flat.
Yep.
So they should ship cheaper.
Definitely go check out his website, everyone. Really neat habitats and decor kits and just accessories in general that you can get from Paul at Custom Reptile Habitats.
And you could also get the snake discovery habitat.
You could if you really wanted.
Yeah.
So really, thank you, Paul, for everything throughout this past week. And we'd like to thank our amazing Patreon backers. There are so many people involved in the creation of this zoo. Do you realize that? From people coming here and helping physically, to people helping on Patreon, to giving consultation advice like Paul, and everything in between. Thank you, everybody, so much. We are so fortunate to have you all in our lives, and we'll see you next time. Oh, you get to see the nice porta potty in the background. That's perfect.
Do you want to trade spots?
Well, Paul and I just decorated. Oh, sorry. I thought you'd stop there.